I'm feeling very overwhelmed lately. We have so much going on these next few weeks. There we go, coffee and a notepad. It all smells so nice. I like to try and please everybody, and I guess my way of showing love is through food and cooking. Hi there, just starting off a new weekend vlog. Welcome back. It is Friday afternoon and I've got you resting in my washi tape basket, so it's a little bit on the wonk today. I thought Aid was there. Aid's just had a haircut. Major news, he's gone to a different place. What? Do you want to come and say hello? He's had his haircut. So don't say anything about the wonky camera.
Shall I do my head to one side?
What's the big news about the haircut?
I've gone somewhere different.
For the first time in?
About 30 years.
And you're really happy, aren't you?
Yeah, so no, really pleased.
No. You working in the outside? I'm going to come into the lounge in a second.
I'm doing that.
Work. I've just had a delivery. I'm very pleased with some bits and pieces.
I like those.
Do you?
Yeah, I really like those. I'd have those as a bookmark.
Really? They're meant to be cut out and put in your scrapbook.
No, but I would do. I like the look of it. If I was to read a book.
Yeah, if you were.
Because I know it doesn't happen very often, does it? I would do that. Oh, what you got there?
I've made little journal cards. These are all for September, so it's an early sneak. And that one. This one is for August.
Oh, that's cool.
Little journal cards. And then the idea is you can do your journaling there, or you could add a photo and then flip it and do the journaling on the back. That's the idea. I'm actually in the middle of filming another video. It's Holly's birthday this weekend and I'm doing some little birthday DIYs and we're talking about food and making food and that. So that video would have gone up already, I think, actually. So I'll leave a link down to that. But I'm about to go make some birthday decorations in the lounge.
Okay.
And you're about to carry on work?
Yep, carry on work. I've got the rest of the papers to pack and put into bags.
Are you doing that tonight?
Yeah, well, tonight. Get that done because we want it kind of done this weekend, don't we? Because you're going to kit pack.
Yeah.
Sometime soon?
Next week. We've got a funny old weekend. It's Holly's birthday, but we've got lots of toing and throwing, and she's coming back tonight to be dropped off somewhere else. It's her birthday tomorrow, but she's staying in London at her friend's place, and then they're going to do, as a group of them, going to do screen printing tomorrow, which would be really cool.
But then she's coming back in the evening, or tomorrow night.
They're going to pick her boyfriend up from the station. They're staying here. And then we've got a family day on Sunday.
Yeah, but then she's off.
Barbecue. And then they're off to Lisbon on Monday for the week.
And Louis back to uni as well, Monday.
Yeah, we're just here, there and everywhere,
lots going on. And it's also things, when it's not your plans as such, but you're just trying to remember exactly what everyone else is doing. So
it feels a bit chaos at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of weeks it'll be still the same.
Yeah, we've got a busy old couple of months, haven't we?
We have, roll on we can have our autumn walks with a Greg's baguette on the common.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
Oh,
right, I'm gonna tidy up this and I'm gonna work in the lounge.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some birthday decorations.
Good
morning, it's Saturday morning. It's Holly's birthday this weekend. Very excited about that. I want to get everything ready. I want to make lots of nice things for the barbecue tomorrow. And Aid's got some jobs to finish as well that he was hoping to do in the week, which hasn't got round to doing. So I'm doing a lot of the birthday kind of like decor and things in a separate video, so that would have gone up already. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with you this weekend. It should be a fun one. Everywhere is an absolute mess at the moment. Holly moved out of her uni house yesterday. She's been in a house now for 2 years. She has a lot of stuff, so we have stuff everywhere. She moves to a new house in about a month's time, isn't it? Maybe 6 weeks. Well, she's got the house already. It's in Manchester, but she doesn't want to move in yet. So we've got to try and find homes for everything because the house is very full. I'm feeling very overwhelmed lately. We have so much going on these next few weeks. It's just crazy. And on top of that, we're both working. And just when you just almost like your head feels like it's going to explode and the phone doesn't stop ringing with family and all that kind of thing. So I'm just trying to, Aid said yesterday, to take each day as it comes, just one day at a time. So I'm trying to do that rather than thinking of the next few weeks. Today is all about Holly. There's a lot we want to do. Again, I feel quite overwhelmed with the amount I need to do. So I am going to break things down, I think. Make a list. My list will be the first thing I do of everything that I would like to do today. I think that will help, and work through it kind of like methodically and see if that helps. So Aid's just made coffee. and I'm going to try and relax and breathe and enjoy the day, because everything I'm doing I love, but I don't want to not enjoy it. Go on.
Glass of wine help.
No, not yet. Thank you. Not at what, 9 o'clock in the morning. I've just been editing the vlog for the weekend, so I still need to finish it because we were doing a hallway makeover and Aid still hasn't got the artwork up, so we need to do that. And I've also had all of Holly's stuff in the hallway that she bought in yesterday, and I hadn't finished the vlog, and everywhere was a mess. We had duvets and bags of stuff and crockery and plants and clothes all in the hallway last night. We've managed to get, I think, most of it into our room now, but it just, everywhere feels chaotic at the moment, doesn't it? Our lives are just crazy at the moment. So deep breaths. Aid's made coffee. I think the first thing I'm going to do is have a coffee and I'll make a list. There we go, coffee and a notepad. I think it's very important when you're having busy days to actually remember to take some time for you as well. So we're just enjoying having a coffee together. And we've written our notes. I've broken the notes down. I started off on my lovely notebook, my list. This is one of my own. I've run out actually, I need to order some more. And I've like done my jobs today. So I need to wrap Holly's gifts. I haven't done that yet. I don't think they're here till about 10:30 tonight. I want to finish off the decor. I want to hoover, dust, and sort out her bedroom. Aid's just said he's going to make up her bed. Her bed linen's all in the washing machine. Finish the hallway, clean the kitchen, sort Holly's room out, tidy the garden. I'd really love to. I know you were sweeping off the rug out there. I'd like to properly sweep the patio.
I'm going to do that anyway.
I'd love to do some weeding as well, but more for the therapeutic side of it as well. I think I have visions of having a drink out there later and just doing a bit of weeding.
Okay.
I'm baking bread. The oven's on, about to stick some bread on. I prepped that yesterday. Make the pasta salad, make the couscous, and I need to bake a birthday cake. So that's my list today. What I've actually done though, I'll show you my other list. On a larger sheet, I'm breaking my list down. So this is just for like the barbecue party tomorrow. Breaking down what we're going to make. I've just decided I might make a vegan chili as well, just so it's something else. But then what doesn't get eaten will be eaten in the week by us. It's like a meal made. Garlic butter. I'm making all my own garlic breads and everything. So I'm baking the bread now. And I thought I can then prep the butter today. Then anything I can do today is more time spent with Holly tomorrow. And then my list this side is all the food that we're making. Holly and Bobby do eat fish. So we've got a mixture of fish and vegan that side. I'm not going crazy on the meats. Although everyone else is a meat eater, I want it to be all about Holly's like. So it's more about Holly. So I'm doing a little bit of meat, but it's more about the other stuff. So I'm making homemade bread to make garlic bread, bruschetta, chips and dip. We're making salsa. Holly wants to make a guacamole. I've just realised I forgot to put, I wanted to do a watermelon. That's something else I want to do. And then we've got a couple of kids coming. So we've got nuggets, bowls of crisps. I'm going to go and get a baguette tomorrow. Bowls of corn and cheese on the side because my Santa Fe salad usually has corn and cheese in it. Can't put the cheese because I want all the salads to be vegan friendly. So the cheese can go on the side, but it also has corn in, and I know Holly doesn't like corn, so I want her to be able to eat everything as it's her birthday. Doing a pasta salad with pesto, and it's amazing, this salad. I'm excited to make that. A Moroccan couscous salad. Holly's asked for coleslaw, a general salad, and I am going to make some German potatoes as well, rather than a potato salad because we all love them. So I'm going to do a massive great big bowl of those, and I can prep those possibly today as well by slicing the potatoes. And then dessert wise, birthday cake, I'm going to make up a banana bread, and the main thing, it's going to be s'mores. So dessert wise, I'm keeping it super easy. We have a lot of likes and dislikes, and it's almost like our kids like the opposite. So everyone likes s'mores, so I thought that would be really easy. I picked up that huge great big bag of marshmallows, £2.99 from Lidl, so they should feed everybody. And you know with s'mores, as much as you love them, you can't eat many of them. And then I got a little bag, £5.99 off Amazon for Holly, they're vegan ones. And then we're going to use, I've got a mixture of digestives and rich tea, and then I've got Lidl chocolate to go with it. Dark chocolate, it's 49p a packet, so dark for Holly and milk for everybody else. And I've got ice lollies in the freezer as well because I think it's going to be a warm day. So I'm just going to keep it super easy. My bread dough has risen beautifully overnight. That looks so nice. I'm doing a plain sourdough, no rye. The reason I'm baking it the day before is so that it'll be a bit more sturdy. So tomorrow this should make really good garlic bread and bruschetta. Let's start ticking things off my crazy list. I'm going to clean the kitchen. Aid's going to walk the dog. I was going to go with him, but I'm going to get the kitchen done. Bread's in the oven. We'll get the first item ticked off.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me.
Right, while I was on the phone to my brother just now, I've wrapped Holly's gift. I've gone green and we have used brown paper. A lot of wrapping paper can't be recycled because it's got, you know, when it's like shiny. So we like to use wrapping paper, like the brown parcel wrap. And sometimes I stamp images on it or doodle. Today, however, I have used some paper tape. And I thought that looked really cute, rather than using ribbon and things like that, because obviously that, although I reuse it, it can't be recycled. So I've done that, and the big gift here, I've actually used, this is a box of ale. They're into their IPAs. I've used the actual box that it came in. So I think these all look really sweet like that. So the gifts are wrapped, bread's nearly done, kitchen is clean. Aid's about to do some DIY jobs, so we're going to go and give him a hand, and I think then I'm going to go and tick off what I've done so far. There we go. So I've wrapped the gifts and I have cleaned the kitchen. It's always good when you can multitask, getting a phone call done and doing jobs at the same time. And talking of multitasking, I'm going to get some pans on. I'm going to make pasta and couscous as well, ready for the salads later because they'll need to cool down. That is a very good sourdough loaf. I am going to get creative with jars. I've got half a bag of couscous left, and I realised I don't actually have a jar for couscous, and as you know, if you've seen my larder, I like everything in jars and properly labelled. So I went into my jar, like I've got like a little box in my studio where I keep like things that I can be creative with, and I've got an old pickle jar. These are brilliant, but I don't have a lid. So I found a jar of pickled onions and I've got about 2 or 3 left, and the lid fits perfectly. So I do have smaller jam jars with lids. I'm going to put the pickled onions into here, and then I can use the clean jar for my couscous. So it saves buying one. We are recycling, so it's all good all round. And this also then looks nice and in keeping with everything else in my larder, and that must mean the pasta is ready. Aid's waiting. I think he wants me to help with his DIY. Perfect. New jar for couscous, new jar for the remainder of the pickled onions. Next job, I want to clear all this of all of Holly's stuff, move it into a box in her room. I cleaned this kettle, by the way, yesterday. Quite a few of you, when I was talking about cleaning my desk the other day, mentioned the pink stuff. I noticed Holly bought some over as well. I have some in my cupboard and I always forget I've got it. She was moaning yesterday, her flatmates had been cooking. She's got this she treated herself to a really nice Le Creuset kettle, and obviously the people she lived with didn't respect it and cooked, and it just got really, really grubby. And I cleaned it off yesterday and it's come up like new. So thank you for reminding me about the pink stuff. It works a treat. We picked up loads of these daisies in Waitrose yesterday. They were £9 a pot. The pots are massive, and it was a buy 2 get 1 free, and we get 20% off as well with Holly working in there. So we love those. We've got quite a lot of space in the garden we're wanting to fill, and they flower. Did it say May to October or something?
And they're perennial. Yeah,
the perennials, they come back year after year, which is what we're trying to go for with the other pots as well. And you may have remembered that little area that we sorted. It was a previous like makeover jobby. That was also the last time we sat in the garden, was Easter weekend. Aid's going to go and give it a little tidy up. We've got a big new honeysuckle pot that he's going to plant out. Aid's dad put that little like decking thing up when we were away, but he's just going to give it a general tidy. And today we are grazing on watermelon. I always find having it ready cut up makes such a difference. If it's just left in the fruit bowl, I never eat it and it goes off. If I keep it in the fridge, cubed like that, it's the perfect snack throughout the day. We are plowing through the jobs. I have just finished off last weekend's vlog of the hallway now that the pictures are done and all the last few bits have been done. Just done that, so I'm going to edit tomorrow night's vlog, finish editing it. So Aid's in the garden, planting up the pots. He's been busy down the bottom of the garden as well. I've made my garland, I just need help putting it up. And I'm now going to carry on working with the pasta salad. I am going to roast off a whole load of cherry tomatoes with red onion and peppers. I've got loads of olive oil on here. And I'm going to put in some garlic and salt and pepper. Now to a big pan, I'm going to be using vegan pesto, which is just pesto without the parmesan. And I'm going to chop up some sun-dried tomatoes. And I hate wasting anything in the bottom of a jar, so I've got a little bit of pesto. I had just a little bit left in the other one. So I've popped in some white wine. I'm actually really fancying a glass of white wine. Cooking always makes me want a glass of wine. I'm going to shake this up, and that will go in the pan as well. I'm going to heat that through and just wait for the tomatoes and the peppers. These have only been in a couple of minutes, 5 minutes. I'm just going to sprinkle on a little bit of paprika as well. Pop it back in for a couple of minutes. I've got my pesto, I've got my sun-dried tomatoes, and I added all the sun-dried tomato oil as well. And I have just added some chili flakes for a little bit of warmth. And I'm going to add my pasta in now. There we go. I want everything to be nicely coated. And I haven't added all of the pasta because I've just decided to do something else with that. There we go, don't they look amazing? That looks so yummy and smells so good. I'm going to add that to the pasta now. I'm going to give that a good stir. It smells so good in this kitchen. And we'll let that cool down and then I'll transfer it to a pretty dish for tomorrow. One thing I have done, it is still very saucy. If I was eating this today, I would have added more pasta. But because we're having it tomorrow, it tends to dry, especially overnight. So I am going to leave it a little bit more saucy so that it should be perfect tomorrow. And for the extra pasta, I'm going to make a quick cheese sauce. Louis got very excited when he saw the cooked pasta earlier on. Thought I was making a macaroni and cheese. He's never ever eaten macaroni and cheese before. You know how fussy he is. And he tried it when we were in Florida in the Royal Pacific and loved it. So I've just thought, actually, I've got some pasta left over. I'm going to make a quick macaroni and cheese because he won't eat any of the salads. So I've then got a side that he will at least eat. There we go, that's come together in about 5 minutes. It's a super quick mac and cheese, and the leftover pasta fits in that dish just perfectly. So I can leave that to cool down, cover it overnight, stick it in the fridge. Tomorrow I will add grated cheese and stick it in the oven to cook before serving. It's obviously already cooked, I just want it to brown up tomorrow. You'll also see I've made it extra saucy again because it will have dried out a bit by tomorrow. And while the oven's lovely and warm, this is the perfect time to get my sourdough starter fed and ready to prep a loaf tonight before bed. So I can sit this on top of the oven and that will be perfect for later. That's ended up being the absolute perfect amount for that dish. I'm so pleased. And I hate being in a mess when I cook. I hate having a messy kitchen and I hate having loads to do afterwards. So I am, I've got water everywhere then, cleaning up as I go along. So I have a nice tidy kitchen. In between each thing I make, I am going on next to make the couscous Moroccan salad. By the way, I wanted to show you this. Holly brought home this yesterday. She works on the meat and fish counter in Waitrose. This is absolutely full of king prawn kebabs. I have no idea how many are in here. It is full, there's loads. You can see they're massive, great big king prawns. They're all frozen and they've been discontinued. They can't sell them. So she got them yesterday for £4 for all of those. She was going to bring home some whole linguistines as well, but they were out of date and they had to bin them all. There was loads apparently. It's really sad, but she, working on the meat and fish, that's one of the reasons why she started eating fish again, because so much goes to waste and it's just such a shame. So yeah, loads of corn kebabs for tomorrow as well. So for the couscous, I am roasting off onions, peppers, carrots, and some garlic. I'll leave the recipe down below that I'm following. I have changed it very slightly. I'm mixing together now while that's roasting oil. I will take out those lemon pits, lemon juice, and lots of lovely herbs and spices. This smells so good. This is what's going to make it taste Moroccan. It's the oil, lemon juice, garlic, salt, coriander, cumin, and cinnamon. It smells delicious. And now into my big bowl. I'm not actually following the recipe because I should have cooked the couscous with some broth, but I haven't done that. I've mixed in my raisins so that they absorb all the lovely lemony and all the lovely spices, and I've added turmeric in there. I'm now going to add my couscous to this mixture, and I'm just going to mix in the veggies. If I feel it needs a little bit more oil or some more spices, I will do a taste test and see. But I want some of the couscous there, you can see it's a bit clumpy together, so I'm going to break that up to make sure it's nice and light. The recipe does say chickpeas. I love chickpeas, but Holly can't stand them, so it's going to be a chickpea free barbecue. This couscous is delicious. I've also left out the mint and the coriander, and also, what was the other thing I left out? Almonds as well, because I wasn't sure if not everybody would like it. So I've just quickly decided to make some focaccia bread. Instead of another sourdough, I'm going to make focaccia bread instead. And I'm now going on to make the birthday cake. It is, what's the time? About 7:15. Holly is due home any time, 7 o'clock, Aid said. I have a second cake in the oven. I have prepped potatoes tomorrow for a potato salad, and I am just about to make a Santa Fe salad dressing. I won't be making that salad because it will go soggy, but I thought I would just make the dressing. It's an amazing peanut, lime, coriander. It's so good. It does have cheese and corn in it. I think I mentioned this before. Holly can't eat the cheese. She also doesn't like corn, so I'm going to put those in bowls in separate bowls on the table so people can help themselves and mix. And I've already grated the cheese as well. And my list, actually I've just done the bathrooms. I can tick that off. We need to move some stuff in Holly's room that we need her to do because we don't want to touch her things because there's some personal stuff. So I will let her move that. But apart from the coleslaw, which I can make tomorrow, I didn't end up making a vegan chili. I think we've done okay, and I wanted to prep the tomatoes for the bruschetta, but apart from that, I think I've done really, really well. So I might actually sign this off now for today and pick it back up again tomorrow. You know how Holly feels about social media. Aid wants to play a trick on her tomorrow and set up a couple of cameras like on a tripod and that in the lounge tomorrow morning, and say that we haven't had a chance to do a weekend vlog, so we've decided to live stream our whole birthday instead. I think that's really funny. Louie's going with it as well. We're going to contact her boyfriend to see if he's going to go along with it. I think it'd be really funny.
I think she will probably leave the house as fast as she can and she'll be gone.
Oh, we love a prank in this house. But it's been a very good day. I have loved doing all this prep. I've been in my element. Have you enjoyed yourself? You've enjoyed the gardening, haven't you?
Yes, yeah, it's nice to sort of do little bits and pieces, so it's still stuff to get done, but we're getting there.
Good morning and happy Sunday. Yesterday was so lovely. We ended up ordering in pizza, and Holly introduced us to the game Articulate. I think she wants to play that today, and she went and picked up her boyfriend from the station. He lives quite far from here, about 3 hours away in the Peak District, so she picked him up from the station at 11:30 last night. So today we're going to have family over and we're going to have a lovely family barbecue party, so we're really, really looking forward to it. It's 8:30. I'm going to start baking. Aid, say good morning to the vlog.
Good morning. I don't know, I've got sunglasses on.
Why have you got sunglasses
I've put my contacts in and my sunglasses on the side, so I'm just going to put in my t-shirt. So, yeah.
I'm making a berry crumble bar thing. I'm going to do it for breakfast. We were just saying we're just bored of pancakes and just seem to do the same breakfasts all the time when we're all together. It's also trying to find things that are vegan friendly. So I'm going to do, like, it's really nice. It's like crumble layer, berries, and then crumble layer. And I thought that'd be really nice this morning. And it's something that can be eaten as a treat later.
Question for you: would you like caffeinated or decaffeinated coffee?
Decaf, please. Thank you. I'm making up double batch of crumble, and I'm so glad I didn't have to hunt for the recipe because it was in my recipe journal. So I always do that with my favourite recipes now. I put them into my journal. Look, it's so nice. And then I can easily find them, and they've all got the story to go with them as well.
And you come to realise as well in this house, if there's something you fancy, what happens?
What do you mean?
You make it.
Yeah, of course. The berry tart is looking amazing. Excuse the washing machine. We're getting all Holly's washing done, ready for her trip. That looks so good. We're having that for brunch. I'm ready to start work on the focaccia bread. That's risen beautifully overnight. Made one batch of my German potatoes and they're so delicious. I'm going to make another. So I've just taken them out of here and I'm starting the onions. Put them in my studio for now. Look how delicious. I don't think they'll last very long, so I'm going to make some more. That's now in the tray and I'm going to leave this for a few hours to bake. I'll bake it just before we're ready to eat it later on. So just waiting for the bread to come out of the oven and for all the meats on the barbie at the moment. It all smells so nice. I've done Holly's cake there, raspberry and almond. We've got the potatoes, the meats and the fish. It's all going to go out there. We'll separate these. Oh, it looks very, very yummy. What's your favourite thing about a barbecue? Mine are the salads. That's the Santa Fe salad, my favourite. I can't wait for that. Thanks for giving us all the meat. There. Oh, this is so good. We just had a really big shock. I took the Prosecco outside for Holly to pop for her birthday and all of a sudden it popped on its own from the table and it just started spewing everywhere. Must have been the heat from outside. Just went pop. So Jane, everyone's been worried about your leg. How are you doing after your injury? You're not fine though, are you?
I'm completely fine serving up my dinner.
Right.
Just not on the ice.
You've done a really big injury though, haven't you?
I have. I've done my MCL, my PCL, and my ACL.
And you've probably got to have surgery, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How will you be for Disney?
I'm going to be fine, but you're making me depressed now.
Oh no, don't say. We need to do a Disney
I'm
video
fine.
together.
Huh?
We should do a Disney video together, planning our trip. Good morning, it's Monday morning. It was such a busy weekend, really, really fun. Holly had an amazing birthday and we've had some lovely family time. I think I went overboard with all the cooking and everything, and I did snooze on the sofa last night about 8 o'clock when everyone left, and I was thinking maybe I should do what everybody else does and just buy a little pot of couscous, a little pot of pasta salad. I like to try and please everybody, and I guess my way of showing love is through food and cooking and making an effort. And sometimes then I think I spend more time in the kitchen than anything else. And I was thinking that yesterday when everyone was in the garden and I was trying to sort the food. And like yesterday morning I made that lovely big tray bake. But then I forgot it took an hour to bake. And I had visions of us having mimosas in the garden, coffee and this cake thing I was making. And it didn't work out. And we ended up having a quick coffee in the garden. The rest of the time I was in the kitchen. So I think I need to maybe think about things sometimes, because in my head it's just all amazing and everything works out really well, and then it ends up that I'm just in the kitchen most of the time. So and we've got so much leftover food as well. It's giving everyone doggy bags yesterday. Louis going back to his uni house for just till Thursday this week. So I've got food for all the boys to take back. This morning Holly and her boyfriend have gone on holiday, so we had to drop them off this morning at the station at 20 past 5, so they could get a train to Stansted. So they've gone away for the week. So it's been a full-on weekend. We're taking Louis to his uni house this afternoon, and then so I'm hoping now for some quieter days, and then I'm ready for kit packing. So it's been a bit of a whirlwind, but it's been so much fun, especially as I think, you know, so long families not being able to get together. So now when you do, even though we've been doing it for a little while now, but you fully appreciate it. It feels even more special. We had such a lovely time. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you do when you have like family get-togethers. Do you do all the cooking and everything? Do you go and buy stuff? Do you do a little bit of a mix? I think I need to do a little bit more of a mix rather than trying to do everything. But you know how much I love cooking and food, but sometimes I think you need to spend time with your family as well. But thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to hanging out with you next weekend. Bye!